Morning guys, it's Angel from Roxy Brew Crafts. Today I'm bringing you, it's not my idea, but they're beautiful. I call these a Rossette card. I got these from my team leader, Amanda Charlesworth, over at Scriming Mummy. I'll pop the link down below. You can go and take a look at all her fantastic tutorials as well. Basically, it's the Rossette, you see that? Really nice. And then on the back, I've just popped an envelope, 3x3 envelope, with a little card saying happy birthday. So instead of getting a card, you can have a nice, probably something different, and they're really pretty. They've got lace on them as well, and then you just pop them in a, everyone's got, if you're a card maker, everybody's got 5x7 envelopes, sleeves, cellar bags, whatever you call them. Just pop them inside, and I'm just going to staple the bottoms, and I'm sure they'll look good on the craft fair I've got coming up. Alright, I've already pre-done and scored a lot because they do get quite time consuming, especially if you add all the lace as well. Alright, that's that one. And I've also done one for the males. Don't often do males, but there you go. And that's from the Best, is that? Yeah, Best Route DSP series, so that's another lovely one. Anybody's into travelling and biking, really good. And again, you've got a card on the back, the matching card stock onto the card. Alright, so they really are cute and really different, and popped in a bag on your craft displays. I should imagine they'll look great. Alright, so this for tutorial you will need some lace. This is what I've just got left over again from my shop. Some different ribbons tied into a bow. You will need a straw. I got these, blimey, I think it was from the range, for about 99p, and you get a lot in the packet. They're like a paper straw, quite thick and sturdy. So you need one of them, but I'll just cover it with paper if it doesn't match what I'm using. You will need some paper, DSP, which is scored every 1/4 inch. And then it's just folded backwards and forwards, all the way down, so that you'll make your rosette like so. They are quite fiddly, but the results are lovely. And then you'll have that, and then they just go around to form your rosette. You just glue them together. Well, you don't have to, but I use hot glue, slightly stronger, and you don't want them popping undone. So you'll need one strip that is 12 inches long by 1 1/4. That's for your little rosette in the middle, scored at every 1/4 inch. You will need a piece which is 12 inches long by 2 inches long, scored at every 1/4, and another piece which is 6 inches by 2 inches, and we need to join these two together to make the big back one. Alright, and then this bit is just what I use to cover me lollipop stick. Lollipop stick? Straw? I don't know. You can, people are using, I've seen they're using kebab sticks, big large cocktail sticks. They're using those for being a bit stronger, so you can use plenty. You just need a couple of rough circles just to put onto the back of your rosettes to hold them together. I have, these are dies. The back one is 4 inches, and then I have 2 for the next layer, and they are 3 1/2. Smaller ones, which are roughly 2, and the front little one, which is about 1 1/2 inches, and I've already stamped that with For You from the Very Vintage, and I've daubed the edges with garden green. That's only just because everywhere is so hot and the tutorial might go on a little bit. So yeah, there's not a lot to it. Let's get started. So if you take your long pieces, the two the same, and you need to carry on your fold, so like your mountain and valleys, so you make sure that they carry on going in the same sequence. So just hot glue, excuse my hot glue gun, it's old. 2 seconds. It's old and it's mucky. So you get those two. They can be fiddly. Don't think my hot glue gun's quite hot enough. Or it's for the fact that everything is melting in here. Let's try that again. I'll put a little bit more glue on this time. Watch your fingers, because it's hot. Let's try that again. And this is the part that I don't like. I might be a crafter, but I must be the only person I know that doesn't like glue on their hands, and it drives me insane. So yeah, we just carried on joining it. So they go the same way. So when you fold, as you still carry on folding normally, then you just glue the other ends together. The glue gun doesn't want to stay on the table today. And again, line them up as best as you can without burning yourself. Give them a pinch, just watch your fingers. And like so. And then when you turn, you just push them in and they go together nicely, like so. I'm just going to move my glue gun over as it keeps falling off the table. Need my plug, there we go. Right, so this is where you need your little circles. They don't need to be nothing special, just punched out because you're not going to see them anyway. Alright, then we just turn your rosette over. Lots of glue onto this part without burning your fingers. Push your rosette down, nip it together as much as you can so you close that hole in the middle. And pop your like so. Just hold it in place for a couple of seconds and then that will. There we go. Alright, so there's one. Pretty simple, but like I say, doesn't matter what you use on the back, that's just something to hold it with. But you'll actually put that over the back so you won't see it anyway, which is what your card on the back is going to go into. Alright, so there is one, and they're stuck nicely. Yep, you need your second part, which like I say is 1 1/4 by 12 scored at every quarter. And you do exactly the same thing. You just join the two ends together. I'm kind of addicted to these now, and I'm kind of thinking on a craft stall they'll be quite a good seller because they're different. People look for different stuff, don't they? Give a bit of a squeeze. Oh, glue. And there we go. There's that one. They are fiddly, but when they go, they do go like so. Right, let me glue the back first, that'll be easier. Something to hold it to. Lots of glue. And then push that down. Try and keep that circle in the middle as tight as you can. The littler ones are a bit more tricky, but you will get it. And you do have a little bit of giggle room with the glue gun. That one could have been a bit closer. But it doesn't matter because it's going to be covered up as well. Oh, you'll see me picking glue all the time. Oh, really not nice. So yeah, that will go on to there. That one's the back. Then we have, see, like I've got glue everywhere, just strings of it. It's like a cobweb. Then we have these ones, and I punched out two, so you can slightly alternate onto your ends where your scallops are. So you'll get a nice little green. You can just see that green and brown edge. And that will go on there. That will go on there. Two again will go onto there. And that one onto there. Even without the lace, they still look really, really pretty. Yeah, I think I'll put the lace on first, because you need to put the piece over the back to cover the lace up. Let's pop that one out of the way. Pretty lace. This is roughly an inch wide, and you can just ruffle it as you go around. Just make a little tucks now and again with your glue gun. Try and keep if you've got a pretty edge, keep the pretty edge to the outside, like so. So when you turn it over, you've got the pretty frilly bit. I hope you can see that white on white. Alright, so let's get this one on without burning myself. So just put a little bit of glue to the edge. And just pop it on to start, and then you can just like do little folds, just tuck it around every so often. Watch your fingers because it's hot. Doesn't take long to stick to your project, but it sticks easily to your fingers. So yeah, once you get it going, it really is pretty. Let's carry on. I'll try to keep in shot as much as I can, but for some reason I think I must have moved my plug because my glue gun is not reaching over like it was yesterday. Like so. Try and get the glue off your fingers. Ooh. Have you all been cooking in the UK heat? Craft in the last few days has been unbearable. I've had to move my craft, all my craft stuff that was in my workshop. I've had to move that all down into my conservatory because everything was just melting down there and I couldn't sit in there. It was horrendous. So we brought all of my Stampin' Up stuff down here and the fans. It's been hot, but not nowhere as hot as what it is in the workshop. We haven't even had the laser machine going. It's been so hot. Shouldn't moan, I know, but these temperatures are just not me. Nearly there. You can buy lace that have already got like the ruffle on them, so you just put them round straight, but I've run out of that one. That one used to be really popular at the shop and everybody wanted it. And then when I want it, it's not there. So we have to improvise. Oh, excuse me, get some glue off my fingers. Is anybody else as messy as me with a glue gun or any kind of glue? Last little bit. Not long now. Ouch. It's hot. Right. And this little bit just to join it. Just overlap it onto your next one just to hold it into place. I should imagine these ones would look lovely as well with numbers on the front, children's ones. I should imagine they'd look really nice. Right, there we go. Let me just cut the end of that one off. Get rid of that one. So there we go. Really, really pretty. And really, really easy to do. So now I'm going to put this one on the back so it keeps it all in place. Because if not, I'm going to be catching it and pulling it off until the glue dries properly. And then just pop that one over the back, like so. Oh my goodness. I've got a pile of glue here. I'm just rubbing off my hands and the fan's blowing, just blowing it everywhere. Anyway, yeah, so lovely. That's the first one. Okay, and then we do these two. And like I say, if you just turn them slightly so that your scalloped edges are not sitting on top of each other, but you've got a little edge. That's just a little extra bit. It's nothing special, but these little bits do make a difference. And glue that one on. And hopefully I can get it onto there with a little edge before the glue dries. Oh, there we go. Lovely. And that one will go onto there. So you're building up your layers onto that one. So we've got the lace, the rosette, the two scallops, and now we're going to put another piece of lace on the back of this scallop to put on top of these ones. Alright, so this one shouldn't take so long because it's only a little piece, she says. Right, little piece of glue. Oh, crumbs, and I forget that's been sitting there, so it's got even hotter. This one might be a little bit more fiddly to give it a little bit of a tuck because you're turning a smaller corner. But it doesn't matter. Patience and you'll get there. And I've run out of glue. I always drop a little bit of glue on the end of my glue stick before I pop it in, and then it sticks to that one and you haven't got to push it. It's pretty cool. See, and it just carries on. Oh, oh. This one, when you put the back onto this one, it will hold really, really quickly. So your lace ain't going to go anywhere if that does look a bit, and it will look a bit messy on the back. But that's why we cover it up. Like so. Oh, last little turn. There we go. Just cut your excess off. Make sure it covers you cover over a little piece so that you don't get no gaps without no lace there. Oops. Yeah, we've got some busy times coming up after the 6 weeks holiday with craft shows and things, and I've got one at the beginning of September. So just want to try some new bits and pieces, and I should imagine these for Christmas as well will look fab. Okay, and that's the next one. So we now need to pop this one onto the back of here, whichever way. If you want some brown, put brown on. Actually, I'm going to do what I did yesterday on the lace. You've got a flower, then look, no pattern whatsoever, and then the edging of it. I'm going to trim it down just to where the pattern is on the flower so you can see the scallop. So if you just go round and just follow your edge, you follow the tip of your flowers. If you have a, you won't even notice that it's been cut down, but then you'll just be able to see your scallop edging a little bit more, and that will give you something else to look at. It won't take a couple of minutes because your lace, just your scissors run through them. And it still looks just as lovely because it just looks like it's got a little pitted edge. You can spend more time on yours obviously, but I'm just... Oh, let's trim that bit. There we go. So as all that's done is taken off that little edge. So when you put this onto here, your scallop shows up that little bit more. Alright, so we need to stick this bit now. Decide on which side you want to be showing and pop your glue on the back. And line it up in the middle nicely. Like so. And then we pop some glue on the back of this one. And pop that one onto there in the middle again. Make sure you can see that nicely. These DSPs are Nature's Poem, and they are that pretty. I've used them that much. This is my last paper I've got left for the set. So really I should be ordering more. So this one onto here, like so. Then the green one on top. Ugh. Try and just go off the scalloped edges slightly so you get two colours. You can hardly see that there is another one underneath, but you do notice it. Little bits. You really do notice. Right, I need some dimensionals. Just going to pop that one on with a dimensional on the back. Like so. Now I tried to find where I joined my rosette. So it's there. So I tried to stick these bits nice and straight in line with this bit, because that's where the stick will go. Alright, so that's the part of your rosette. And it's really, really easy to do. I know the video is going to be a little bit longer, but the results are lovely. Really, really nice. What we've got to do now, I'll put the gem on afterwards because it will fall off if not. Pull your spider webs of glue off, because you will get them. they come off once they're dry, if they're not stuck all over me. Right, now the stick, again, is pretty easy to do. You can either leave them plain, but you can't get that much of a variety of the colours. So your sliver of paper you've got, which you just cut it. You need to flatten the end about 1/2 inch for your stick to go in, and then keep your paper just slightly short, and then you haven't got so much to thickly stick into the back. And then take your tape off, pop your stick on there, and just give it a little bit of a roll to get it going. And then I just pop another piece of tape along here. Don't stick it everywhere first. It's because my fan's on, and every time I get hold of something it's blowing it the opposite way. So pop that on there. Like so. Take your tape off and just keep it tightly rolled, like so. I'm going to need a couple more little pieces along there, so you just pop them in there. Take your tape off. And this one. I'm going to have to put that back on because that just ripped that one completely off. Let's try that again. Like so. And then just keep it quite firm to your surface and roll hard. And then any ends you've got sticking up, just run a little piece of glue along there. And just roll it round. Like so. Now I just need to wipe my fingers because they really are sticky now from Tombow. So yeah, and then I like to, because it's quite shabby, just get a foil. This is just a normal nail foil, and just rub over. Just take away some of the pattern off your paper to make it look a little bit vintagey, shabby, whichever way you like to call. Like so. So it's just taken off some of the paper and the colour, and that's it. Easy. And then this goes, you need to keep it sort of like in line with your join. So here, where your join of your biggest rosette is in line with the stamped image at the top. So if you glue that in line with the bottom, you know everything is going to be nice and straight. Now I've made a bit of a boo-boo. I should have put this under here before, let's see if I can pull that up a bit, before I glued. So I put this piece on last. So it needs to go in that one, so if I can get that off. There you go, it'll come up. But don't worry about it if you do it wrong, because you're going to put your envelope on there, so you won't see it anyway. And the only thing is you do need to put quite a bit of glue. Fill that space right up where you're putting your lollipop stick. And push it down. And wait for that first to grip. Keep your hand on there a minute and then that'll give it a good hold. And then put some more glue over the top. And then after that, they're quite rigid, they don't generally move. Ooh, I have just got a wasp come in my window. Alright, pop that back on there. And then, ha, that's hot. I suppose if you wanted to make it stronger as well, you could always use a large, what are they called, the kebab sticks, and poke them up the end with a little bit of glue. So they're a little bit stronger, but to be fair, they don't really need it. They are really, really good. I just want to keep breaking out in the song Wizard of Oz, the Lollipop Kids. Right, okay, let's move on. Right, I did for the back a little envelope on my punch board, which is, I'm just going to pop a little bit more glue under there, it's come undone, which is 3x3 on the punch board. But I'll do another tutorial because this one's going to be quite long if not. I'll do another tutorial on those at a later date. So, punch board, your paper stock, cardstock, I think is 5.5 by 5.5 you need for this size envelope. And then the card, because the envelope is 3x3, I then take the card down to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. The DS papers are then 2.5 by 2.5, and I've just taken a triangle of each paper from the front and popped it onto there, and then that goes into there. Oh, it's got happy birthday in there as well. That goes into the back. Let's pop some tape onto the back. If I can find the end. There it is. This way. Don't go right to your edges though, because you've not got so much space on there because your lace is on the edge. So if you stick it right to the edges, it's just going to be sticking to your lace and nothing else, and it won't hold. You need it onto the card. Like so. Take those off. And then you can pop it around there on, oh, these little, they look like little cobwebs. Right, you can put it on the slant. You can put it straight on the slant, wherever you like. I just put mine on with a little bit of a squiff. And then just gently push it on. And that's it. I'm so pleased with these. And I think they would look adorable on the side. No, I haven't finished. I haven't put my ribbon on. That's what finishes it off. Look, and I've forgotten. And we've even got, no, I don't like that green. Just made a little bow on me bow maker. I will pop that on the join again where your rosette was. Your big one, your first join. And then that covers, helps cover up the join. Like so. Just get your cobweb glues off. And a little piece of ribbon on there like so. And the finishing touch, we need some gems. colour should we go for? That green. Oh, that's beautiful. We'll go for that one. And then we'll go for a darker one on the, yeah. Right, I'm not brave enough to use hot glue for this one, so I'll go back with my Tombow. A wimp, I know, but that's just too small and too close. And pop that on there. And then, actually saying that, I don't think that stuck to the ribbon last time, so I think I might have to put a little dollop. And if I burn my fingers, I burn my fingers. That onto there. Like I say, when your glue is dried, pull off all the little cobwebs. Your bows, just pop a pencil or something in them and just curl them up. They'll soon open again, like so. And that's it. So you've got the little detail of the gem on there, and then the gem on that one. So far we have, you can trim your tails or you can leave them at a length. We have that one, we have that one, and we have, I'm really pleased with the boys because I don't craft for boys. I mean, some probably think the ribbon's not good for a boy, but I mean, you get a youngster or someone who likes travelling. You've got the best route paper on there, which is all travelling with the bikes and aeroplanes and things. So everybody. And like I say, some sticks do match. I mean, that one's yellow and quite basic and bold, so the sticks are yellow, perfect. But these ones, because they're more vintagey, I've just covered with paper, and they look superb. Okay. And that's it. So I really hope you have a go. Let me know if you do so we can see some more. It's always fun seeing other people's creations. And I shall see you soon. Bye.